Thank you. Our first order of business is special recognition of our fall athletic programs, and we're going to begin with Mr. Yaley.
Good evening, Dr. Green and members of the board. Mr. Westerhoff was detained tonight for a middle school game, so I'm pinch hitting for him. As you can see on the screen, Marine City High School football varsity team, 2011 MAC Gold champions, 2011 district champions, and 2011 regional champions. Varsity boys tennis, MAC Gold champions. And representing our boys cross country team, Spencer Davis, who is all regional and MAC Blue Water All Area League. So Spencer, if you're here, please come up. Mackenzie Govier, all area first team, all regional. Brianna Goggin, all area diving, regionals, a state qualifier. Kayla Wagner, all area first team in girls volleyball. And MAC Gold Coach of the Year for boys tennis, Mr. Joe Daly. Boys varsity football, MAC Gold Coach of the Year, Regional Coach of the Year, Coach Tony Scarselli. Varsity football, Anthony Albo, first team MAC Gold, all Metro East, honorable mention all area and all state. Jack Bedovanak, first team MAC Gold. Josh Bissner, first team MAC Gold. Jacob Grosso, first team MAC Gold and all area. Alex Kroll, first team MAC Gold, all area and all state. Aaron Lockensole, first team MAC Gold, first team all Metro East, all area and all state. John Russell, first team MAC Gold and all area. Anthony Scarselli, first team MAC Gold, first team all Metro East, first team all state, all area, Associated Press Division 3-4 Player of the Year, Detroit News and Detroit Dream Team, and the Times Herald Player of the Year. Boys, oh, I'm sorry, that's the next group. Before I turn it over to Mr. Cook, congratulations to all the athletes, to Coach Scarselli, Coach Daly, and also to the parents. Great seasons.
Probably could have finished for me, considering my throat. I'd like to recognize our St. Clair High School fall recipients for our boys varsity tennis team, who were the MHSA regional champions, also had their 14th straight state finals berth. Coach Dave Klutz is the coach of that team. Our varsity girls volleyball team, coached by Nikki Siggett, was the MAC Gold Division co-champions. Boys cross country team, MAC White Division Dual Meet Co-Champions, the MHSAA Regional Champions, that's the 5th year in a row, state qualifier for the 12th year in a row. They currently have the longest streak in the state in Division II for state bursts to the finals, and they placed 7th this year. Coach John Davidson. Coach John Davidson. Thought he was back there. For our girls cross country team, MAC White Division Champions and Dual Meet Co-Champions. Coach of that team is Coach Joe Fouché, who's not here, so Coach Davidson will accept on his behalf. Our varsity boys soccer team were the MAC Gold Division Team Sportsmanship Award winners. That's Coach Rich Kern. He is not here this evening. And thank you. Our individual recipients in the sport of swim, Victoria or Lena Shmensky in varsity swim, all league, all area first team, and she was a state qualifier. Amanda Sliss, all league, all area first team, and also a state qualifier. Taylor Westrick, all league, all area first team, and a state qualifier. Megan Lamb, all league, all area first team, and a state qualifier. Kathleen Kennedy, all league and a state qualifier in dive. In the sport of tennis, Jeremy Carroll was all area first team. Christopher McCormick, all area first team. In boys cross country, coach of the year was Coach John Davidson for the MAC White Division. Cody Smith, all league, all region, all state, and all area first team. Dakota Hazel, all region, all area first team. Pardon me. Randall Gottler, boys cross country, all league, all region, all area first team. Brennan Schaefer, all league, all area first team. And Coach Joe Fouché was girls cross country MAC White Division Coach of the Year. Kayla Belfour, girls cross country, all league, all area first team. Lauren Zend, all league, all area first team. Brett Bloom, all area first team. Mason Burr, in varsity volleyball, all league, all area first team. In football, David St. Pierre, all league, all area first team, and the Detroit News, all Metro East. Members of the board, these are award recipients for fall 2011 for St. Clair High School. Thank you.
In the spirit of sports, we'll take a brief time out for those of you who may have other engagements and are not able to stay on for the rest of the agenda. Next item, item number 3 is our academic spotlight. This month featuring Marine City High School and Mr. Yadley again.
We're going to just take a moment before we call on Mr. Yadley to do another special recognition of our school board members. So this is School Board Recognition Month, and the governor has so declared. So we are very fortunate in East China School District to have such a dedicated group of people that are willing to serve as board members. You may not realize that board members serve without compensation, and And that really is true dedication. So on behalf of the staff, parents, and students and community, we want to thank each of our board members for their service to our community. Current East China board members, if you would just give a little wave when I call on you. In their years of service, Mr. McCartan, Michael McCartan, has served since 1989, 23 years. Mr. Bewer, Jim Bewer, has served since 1996, 16 years. Mr. Folsky, John Folsky, has served since 1997, 15 years. Roy Kletcha has served since 2003, 9 years. Mr. McAnemy, unable to be here tonight, but he's served since 2005, 7 years. And we have Glenn Koenigbauer since 2011, 1 year. And Alan Richley since 2011, 1 year. We are very appreciative of our board members and their service to our district, and we thank you very much for that.
Thank you for that, Mr. Yaley.
Again, good evening, and it's our pleasure to present the highlight for tonight. I would like to introduce Mrs. Richley, standing behind me here, who is going to give most of the presentation tonight. And as you know, since the inception of the Michigan Merit Curriculum, we've done a lot of work in all of our content areas to align the curriculum with the new Michigan Merit Standards and benchmarks. And much of that work has been done by our teaching staff, along with Mrs. Tenniswood and Mrs. Woolman. And so what we're going to highlight tonight is our English 12 classes and the curriculum that we are now currently teaching. And so I'll turn it over to Kathy and let her give you a little bit of an overview.
Thank you. School Board, Dr. Green. About a year and a half ago, the new curriculum was approved for the English 12 class. This was the final English class that needed to be updated for alignment with the new Michigan Merit requirements. It is a thematic class that revolves around the theme of leadership. The goal for English 12 language arts is to develop our students' leadership skills and prepare them for real-world experiences. The ELA 12 class is broken into 4 sections, 1 for each marking period. Each marking period has a major writing assignment and a major technology project that incorporates public speaking into the class. In quarter 1, we focus on career and college readiness. In class, students write personal statements for college, they fill out common applications, and they complete career cruising. Throughout this, we intertwine the use of technology. Starting the first day of school, in my class, students are handed a flip camera and asked essential questions such as, what is the meaning of success? What are you passionate about? What are your future plans? The purpose of this is to get students to think about their future and what it will get for them to achieve their success. The technology project for quarter 1 is to create a glog based on their personal statement. Where am I going in the future? What are my personal career or professional goals? And where are my passions? What are my passions? The project is designed to force students to think about real world beyond high school and what they need to do to prepare for it. When this is completed, students have to present this to their peers, incorporating the public speaking in the class. Finally, as in any English class, there's literature, short stories, and essays to read and discuss. The focus of quarter 2 is leadership. The essential questions are, what are the qualities of a leader? What leadership skills have I developed? This quarter focuses on the qualities of a leader and overcoming adversities. The novel for the quarter, The Pact, is a high-interest novel about 3 young men who overcome many obstacles to become doctors. Other essays and short stories also reinforce this theme. The major writing assignment in this quarter is a persuasive essay in which the students have to convince me that a person can become a leader based on a positive or a negative experience. The technology project is a comparative analysis of leaders that the students must tie within their own lives. Again, they present this to the class. Quarter 3, which is my favorite, this is what I came here to show you tonight. I have videos for you. In quarter 3, we focus on key questions such as, what responsibility do I have to society? Who is in a position to help me affect change? How can I create the world in which I want to live in? What can I do as a leader to help others? In quarter 3, we continue reading literature that reinforces these real-world questions. The major writing assignment is a research paper on a nonprofit organization that the students are passionate about. Next, we take the step as real-world leaders, and we promote our causes through the creation of public service announcements, TV commercials. Using district technology, and thanks to the numerous mini grants, the students videotape and produce their own PSAs for the class. We've also entered them into state and local competitions. They love this project, and so do I. The project allows them to use all of the technology skills that they have learned this year and from previous years into one fantastic video. And here are the videos.
Get along with you. Hello, oh, oh, oh. It doesn't really mean that I'm into you. Hello, oh, oh, oh. You're alright, but I'm your darling to enjoy the party. Don't get too excited, cause that's all you'll get from me. Hey, yeah, I think you're cute, but really you should know I just came to say hello. Brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hot, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. Gotta be green, gotta be mean, gotta be everything wrong. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Why can't we tell? Brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hot, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. Gotta be green, gotta be mean, gotta be everything wrong. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Why can't we tell?
And those are just 3 samples of videos that we made in my class. Finally, there's quarter 4. That's where senioritis sets in. This new curriculum helps to keep our students actively engaged while it still focuses on their real-world experiences. In quarter 4, we read Tuesdays with Morrie. Everyone loves this novel. We write letters to former teachers and parents and thanking them for their guidance through the years. The technology project this quarter involves interviews with parents and grandparents, offering words of wisdom and advice to their students. This is a real-life learning experience for many of our students, as most of them have never sat down with their parents or grandparents and solicited answers to these types of questions. At the very end of this year, every student writes and gives a graduation speech to their peers in class. As you can see, this is a high-interest class. Of all the classes I've taught through all the years, I'd have to say this is my favorite because of its focus on the real-world applications. The focus on leadership skills and real-world connections help our seniors plan for their next step in life, life beyond high school. Any questions?
Questions for Mrs. Richley?
No? It's a fun project, yeah.
You said this is just strictly for seniors?
This is senior English, ELA 12,
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
I got to tell you, that is, those PSAs, particularly that bullying one, is pretty moving, pretty powerful.
It was. I was very pleasantly surprised when they came off with these. We had our own little Richley Grammy Awards in class, and we all voted, and those 3 were the winners, one from each hour, and the 3rd video was the winner overall.
As a complete sidebar, Community Mental Health is having a video contest this year for
Awesome.
high school students, so we would love to have that kind of quality come in.
If you'd send it down to me, we'd love to do it.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Next item of business is the consent agenda. A motion will be in order to approve the consent agenda, including the approval of minutes, payment of bills, financial statement, and schedule of investments.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Beaver,
Support.
by Mr. Richley. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. At this time, we will pause and recognize those individuals wishing to address the board. For those of you who are not familiar with this process, this is an opportunity during the board meeting for the public to address their comments or concerns to the board. For those questions that require further follow-up, they will be referred to the superintendent for research and response. What this is not is a dialogue between the presenters and board members, so I know sometimes that feels awkward, but that's what the purpose of this portion is. So with that, I'm hoping there are people willing to address the board, or I've just said that for nothing. Do we have persons wishing to address the board? This young man here. Ask you to give your name, please, as you begin. Please use the microphone. I also want to remind you that you're on video, so the microphone is important so people at home can hear you.
Okay. My name is Dwight Hughes, and I'm from Moraine City. And my question to you guys is, why won't you answer simple questions when they're asked? The policy of not answering questions is ridiculous. It's a huge slap in the face to us. The disrespect we encounter month after month is ridiculous. Why do we have to ask the same questions every month before we get an answer? We deserve the answers. If they require extensive research, why aren't they on the agenda for the following month? We deserve the answers.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes. Anybody else?
Okay, I'm Marilyn Madel, one of the twins, and I'm here we're here, Marilyn and Carolyn, to support the bus drivers because they're worried about their jobs, and we just want everybody to know they deserve to keep their jobs. Thank you.
Marilyn. Others? Seeing none others, we'll move on to our report section, the superintendent's report. Dr. Green.
Thank you. Well, the governor is going to be proposing an executive budget here in the next month or so, and that will be very important to our district. They made huge changes last year, as you might recall. They reduced school funding by over $300 per pupil, and in addition to other changes, including the retirement system. So obviously we're hoping for some relief for the following year. This budget that he would propose in February actually would take effect for us for next school year starting July 1. There is a revenue consensus conference coming up here. I think it's this coming Friday, and that helps project the revenues that are available to the state for both this fiscal year 2012 and next fiscal year 2013. So that will be part of the information that they will be using to propose their budget. First semester is just about over. January 26th is the last day, and exams are administered at the high schools on the 24th, 25th, and 26th of January. High school students have half days on those days, and then elementary and middle school students have half days on the 25th and 26th only. The 27th is a Friday, and that's our records day, and there's no school for students on that day. The 4th annual Pink Halo project is coming up January 27th. It's at Marine City High School this year. St. Clair and Marine City will be playing boys and girls basketball with proceeds going to the Coaches versus Cancer Fund. So I hope people get involved with that. ECSD supporters are accepting grant applications for the spring grant round. Applications are due on February 17th. And a couple other quick announcements. One is the Chili Heart Run, which is also by the East China supporters, is going to be on February 11th. And you ask, what is the Chili Heart Run? It's a 5K run. It is in the middle of winter, although as nice as it is outside right now, I'm sure it will be nice on February 11th also. And I understand that the board members are being challenged by staff members to get involved with this. So you can walk also if you don't want to run, but it's on our website, the Chili Heart Run, 5K run. We're trying to get 150, 200 runners. I think it starts at the middle school in St. Clair. It's going to be a great time, Saturday morning on February 11th, so get involved with that. And last but not least, I don't know if you had a chance to come on Friday night, but at the Performing Arts Center in East China, we had the Detroit Symphony Orchestra here, and it was quite an event. Leonard Slatkin, which is the premier conductor of the group and obviously world-renowned and famous, was standing right on our stage, and the performers were right there, and the house was sold out. Over 636 people, not a single seat was empty, and it was an absolutely outstanding performance. And at the end, the director stood up and said, they cannot wait to come back. They love the sound of our auditorium, and he said, what a terrific house we have. So we're very proud of that. It was a great night, and we had a tremendous crowd, and I know a lot of people deserve a lot of thanks. Dave Simpson being one, and the Marine City Concert Series Incorporated being a second group. They're the ones that put it on. They did a great job, and very proud for our community to have that event here in East China.
Thank you, Dr. Green.
Very good.
All right. Move on to our action items. We have one item, and that is the technology bid. For purposes of discussion, I would accept a motion to support the recommendation that the board award the desktop computer contract to High Tech System Service Incorporated in the amount of $69,732.
So moved.
It's been moved
Support.
and supported. Dr. Green.
Was that Mr. Folsky with the
Yes.
support?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, as you know, we passed a bond issue in 2009, and part of that proceeds of the bond was to go to improving our technology around the district. And obviously, we've done a lot of things already, the smart boards being one of the main things that we've done. But this project is to replace desktop computers in the district offices, yearbook labs, and data director stations. So it's 149 desktop computers. We did put the RFP out locally and on the website, and we did get several bids. We have a great price, which is $468 per unit, which is a fantastic price, and technology continues to drop in prices, so we're pleased about that. And so we are recommending that we go ahead and purchase these. They did interview the bidder. We've worked with these folks before, and they've done a very nice job for us in the past. So they are local vendors, so we're pleased about that as well.
And our notes make the point that the original budget for this was $89,000, and this amount is $69,000. Questions from board members? Mr. Ritchley.
I was curious, like, a lot of our stuff is under the budget, so is there a lot of leftover money?
We have a little bit of money left over, but we have been under budget, and we continue, of course, as technology continues to evolve, we have more things that we need to buy. So we're kind of keeping that in mind as we go forward.
Okay, very good.
Other questions? Mr. Folsky.
We are replacing equipment. What happens to the old equipment? Are they going to rebate us or anything?
What we're going to do is we're going to take those computers that are being replaced and then take those and put them in student situations, like in the classrooms we have student computers. And so, and then those computers that are replaced, then those will be put in our auction. So the ones that are ultimately being replaced are a little over 8 years old. The ones in the offices right now are about 5 years old. So we actually do a little bit of a hand-me-down situation with our computers.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Kennedy.
So if I understand the bid, we're buying these without, we're buying without Microsoft Office
Right,
because we can get a better price.
exactly.
So what is the price we can get, and what's the timeline for buying that software? 'Cause
We can get it immediately, and the price is about $52 per unit. So, yeah, it's a better deal for us, and we did bid it both ways to see, and so once we realized it, we decided we're gonna do that direct, so we got it without.
So, but to approve that spending, is it gonna be another month, or?
No, that doesn't need to be approved, that's just within our budget, and it's a small amount, so that will just be purchased as software that we need.
Okay, thank you.
Other questions, comments? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is carried. Our last item is the monthly board calendar, which takes us through January of 2013. And with all of the items on the agenda have been disposed of, we stand adjourned.